So do you know the steps? I mean the steps to really get you in a position to prepare you for what lies ahead, whether in your service, your business, or your calling. Do you know the steps? Hey, I'm Teresa Croft of the KingdomMessengerNetwork.com. We've been talking about the steps to prepare you as you go forward in your business, in your service, in your ministry. On to step number 3. Step number 1 was pray at all times. Step number 2 was read the word to renew your mind. Step number 3 focuses on the word engage. Now, when I'm talking about engage, I'm talking about this: to occupy the attention or efforts, to attract and hold fast, to secure, to bind, to enlist, to enroll. That's the part of engage I'm talking about here. As I was praying about this, the Lord said, break it down into 3 parts. I said, okay. First, you have to engage your heart. And that's the part in Matthew 7, verse 22, where Jesus says, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. So as you love him, you want to please him, you want to obey him. Second part is simply this: to engage your faith. Now, faith is the eyes of your heart. I know when I pray, I always pray that God would open the eyes of my heart, or open the eyes of the heart of someone. As it says in the word, without faith it's impossible to please him, because he who comes to God must believe that he exists and that he's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. So step number 3 is the action to all these first 2 steps. It's the action of engage in preparation, and that's to walk the talk. Yeah, walk it out, work it out, show it by your actions. It's like this in James chapter 1, verse 22. He pretty much explained this. He said, but be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourself. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like a man observing his natural face in a mirror. For he observes himself, goes away, immediately forgets what kind of man he is. No, God wants you to engage in your heart, in your faith, and then to walk it out, talk it out. Someone needs you today. You are called by God as ambassadors of Christ, declaring his kingdom. You're not called as a pauper of this world to propagate fear. No, you're attained royalty for such a time as this. So we want you to be prepared. We want you to walk in the fullness of what God's called you, and that's greatness. If you enjoyed this video and you want to be prepared in all ways, we believe in kingdom health, kingdom wealth, being able to be fit for where God's calling you. Check the video out below, especially if you want to be fit for God's service. And watch a little video and learn more about that. Meanwhile, on to the steps of being prepared. I am excited to see you be prepared for your calling. I'm Teresa Croft of the KingdomMessengerNetwork.com.